So, how do we fix this? How do you, as an executive, a plant manager, or an HR director, eliminate the trust tax? How do you stop your global team from bleeding money? You have to make a fundamental shift. You must stop acting purely as a technical manager. Yeah, and you need to start operating as a coaching leader. What does that mean? In the coaching profession, I personally have a golden rule. Who will ask, will lead. In the German automotive industry, we are absolutely obsessed with transmitting. We transmit SOPs. We transmit directives. We transmit emails. But transmitting is not leading. Leading is receiving. If you're doing 80% of the talking in your global matrix meetings, you are not leading. You're just broadcasting to an audience that might be practicing malicious obedience or planning a silent workaround. Here's how you apply who ask leads. To eliminate the cultural friction, let's start with your teams in India. The most dangerous question a European manager can ask an offshore engineering hub is, do you understand? Or, my favorite, is everything clear? These are binary questions. In a high context, hierarchical culture like India, an answer of no to the boss means losing the face. For both of them, the employee and for you. Though the only cultural acceptable answer is yes. And that yes leads straight into the hidden factory. You must replace binary questions with Socratic questions. You have to ask questions that actively build psychological safety. In your next call with Pune, try asking, I see the technical plan we have drafted in Germany, but what is the reality on the ground that I'm missing? Or elevate their status by asking, if you had to explain the biggest risk of the software architecture to a junior developer, what would you tell them? By asking these open questions, you give your Indian engineers the hierarchical permission to share their brilliant expertise without contradicting you. You transform them from passive order talkers into strategic partners. Now, let's apply this to Slovakia. How do you stop the silent workaround on the assembly line? You know the Slovakian team is highly pragmatic. They want to get the job done. If a German process is too slow, they will not complain. They will just bypass it. You have to capture that agility officially. Do not ask them, are you following the SOP exactly? Instead, ask the shift leader or the plant manager in Bratislava. I know this is the German standard, but based on your local experience, if you had to cut 10% of the cycle time on the process today, where would you make the cut? Suddenly, you're not policing them. You're consulting them. You're capturing their local innovations and bringing that data back into your central system. The central data matches the physical reality again. And finally, the most important question of all is what I call the validation loop. When you manage across borders, distance destroys empathy. And this is so easy. In high context cultures, asking someone about their family, their weekend, or their personal challenge is not a waste of corporate time. It is a human glue. If you do not care about the person, they will not care about your crankshaft, your software patch, or your project deadline. Spend the first 5 minutes of your one-on-one meetings asking genuine personal questions. That 5 minutes investment of human connection will save you 5 weeks of expensive rework. Leading a global triad between Germany, Slovakia, and India is the ultimate leadership challenge of our decade. But when you ask the right questions, you don't just survive the crisis. You engineer an unstoppable, high-performing global team. This was Module 1, Video 2 of my masterclass for you. In our next session, we will decode the psychology of the German headquarters itself. If this masterclass is helping you see the hidden factory in your organization, hit the subscribe button right now. You see, I'm tired. And if you are an executive or HR director ready to stop paying the trust tax, let's connect. The links to my LinkedIn profile and the Balbus BYG Consulting website are in the descriptions below. Reach out. Let's start asking the questions that will boost your growth. I am Balbus. See you in the next video. Thank you for watching.